What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 61 of the AllDriveNoDrop podcast, joined by David from Tickle My Pickleball. As always, David, how's it going this evening?
What's going on, man? How are you doing?
Whew, I don't know. Like, the weather was really good this weekend, so I was outside. I was getting the leaves out of the gutter, raking the leaves. But then today comes, and I have to watch the Lions play against the New York Giants, one of the worst football games in a win I've ever seen. So, I'm glad we got that W, but I have no idea what was going on out there. I don't know if you saw any of the game. I know you're not the biggest football
No.
watcher, but it was stressing my wife and I out. I just couldn't handle it anymore. And then we play on
That,
Thanksgiving too.
yeah. I was actually playing tennis earlier, so I did not watch any football.
Let's go. What are we gonna get into tennis racket reviews?
Definitely not. I actually did hit some other ones because
Okay,
one of my interns, he actually has a YouTube channel of tennis reviews. So he actually
nice.
does tennis rackets, and then I got to try out some of his stuff, and I just could not tell the difference. And I feel like that's some people like right now with with pickleball. So for
Yeah.
me, I was trying these out. Like I just play better with the one I'm using. Like you've got some other stuff, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking for like sweet spot or like this twist weight, and like I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore. So at this point, I was like,
It's,
I just use this. I'm just using this tennis racket. I'm just gonna keep using it.
do they use twist weight and swing weight in
Yeah,
tennis?
the
Okay.
graffiti originally is actually for tennis rackets.
Oh,
And then
okay.
the pickleball adapters are newer.
That makes sense. I should know that since I do. I didn't think about it. The funny thing is when I played tennis, uh, like a ton, no one talked about swing weight and twist weight. So I
Yeah, no
don't
one
know if
talks about it.
I was like, I don't know if like people, yeah, like maybe I'm interested if I am like in a tennis area. I'm like, hey, you guys do swing weight, twist weight? Like, there's ways to measure it, but do they even care? So
Yeah.
I imagine twist weight isn't really a big deal on a tennis racket.
I
I
just feel
can't.
like if you say that to any tennis player, they're just gonna automatically assume you're a 3'5". You're like, oh, we don't want to play with you. Like this guy doesn't know how to play tennis.
Go back to the pickleball courts.
Yes, this guy just
Oh,
watches YouTube.
oh, before I forget, big shout out to two of the biggest fans of this podcast, Joby and Jacoby. Thank you for watching. They wanted a shout out, so they got one. Any shout outs, David?
Yes, you caught me off guard, so no, not right
Okay,
now.
no, just save save it for the end.
Yeah.
um, Also, big announcement: David and I will be playing in a pickleball tournament together in 2 weeks from now. Yeah, like two
Yes,
weeks
two
from
weeks.
now. 2 weeks from now, we will be at Bash Pickleball Club. If you want to come check it out, big tournament, biggest facility I believe in Michigan. I want to say most indoor courts. So come check it out. It is going to be popping. We will be playing in 4 or 5 men. So fun bracket. I know a lot of the people, maybe like half the people in the bracket, half I don't.
Wow.
So I could give you the scouting tips. They don't know anything about you though. So just unleash the secret weapon. But it'll be fun. We're just out trying to have some fun. And then Thanksgiving. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, David? I watched the episode last year. You went to a double buffet. How are you ever going to top that?
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to do like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffet. But the
Ooh,
reason I did a double buffet last year is because one was usually my parents aren't home during Thanksgiving, so I'm kind of usually by myself. But then, now that I'm married, I've got my wife with me, and she's not a big fan of the buffets. But this year, I've got both of them with me. So my wife's with me, and my parents decided to spend Thanksgiving with me as well. So I'm actually going to be cooking. So this will be my first time making a turkey. I got a pellet smoker earlier this year, so I'm gonna try like smoking it. I think it's like 3 hours. So I'm gonna like brine it, then smoke it for like 3 hours in there, and then, you know, do some sides in the oven. So looking forward to doing that. What about you?
okay. Just at the house with the family. We usually do Cornish hens instead of the turkey. We've kind of switched away from the turkey, and
Mm.
then of course, mac and cheese, collard greens. Those are like my top two favorite sides. Well, there's some stuffing too. Honestly, I feel like get too many sides, you really can only eat so many sides. But those are like with those three sides, I'm good. I don't really need anything else. And give me some like sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie with some vanilla bean ice cream at the end, and I'm
Nice.
set. And I'm set. Any specific dessert or side that you need? Like you just like you're craving it.
This year's menu was actually picked by my niece, the one you met when I was in Michigan. But
Oh,
so
okay,
she
nice,
requested corn, green beans, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and apple pie. So those are the five we'll be trying to make.
interesting. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of requests. Um,
Yeah.
I well, I don't know. Well, now we'll save it. Save it. Never mind. Um, but yeah, looking forward to that. Anyone you know, drop any crazy Thanksgiving traditions you have in the comments. I'm just curious, like what everyone's doing. You know, we got the parade downtown Detroit for the Thanksgiving parade. I'm sure there are other ones, but I think that's one of the bigger ones. So it's a cool one I've seen in person. But it's on the TV too if you want to watch it. I think that's it for all the intro stuff. Anything else in the intro before we get at it?
No, that's it for me.
All right. So, wanted to talk about the best Black Friday deals that I saw just
Okay.
because there's like list out there, they're throwing all the stuff at you. We've already talked about Black Friday deals, but I think there's just, I'll condense it down for you here from what I saw. One, got to start out with Bodhi, 25% off everything. BF25. I Most of the Black Friday sales too. Some might stack the code, so you can try stacking the codes. Try their Black Friday sale code first. Uh, Everything's kind of been changing, so just might as well try it. But BF25 for Bodhi, and then Centerline 40% off, and that's going from November 24th to November 30th, and they're doing December 1st to the 3rd for Cyber Monday. So 40% off, that's pretty good. I mean, we'll talk about them later, but they are a sponsor of the pod, so I love the clothing there. Enhanced Duo, which has been going on since the launch, $155. One of the best power paddles out there right now for $155. Can't complain about that. Franklin, 25% off site wide, so they have a ton of stuff. Shoes, balls, paddles. Thought that was pretty good. Honolulu's been changing the things, but I would look there. I think they're gonna get a couple more. I mean, I've been loving the J6 NF lately, and I know David has too. Uh, Bread and butter locals are gonna be 170. That's like code bottom being. I mean, you can just search it. I think it's on their website. No code stacking there, but 170 for one of the best paddles on the market right now. I didn't think they would do Black Friday sales for that paddle, but they did. And then Vsauce for $80. So, I mean, if you thought they couldn't get lower, they did from Vatic Pro. So those were the ones I saw that stood out. Oh yeah, Chorus has some crazy deals going on. Not
Yeah.
any like top of the line power paddles, I don't think, but they have like a lot of their shapeshifters, super quartz. Those are like going for like $30 to $60. So if you're looking to pick up brand new paddles to give as Christmas gifts, and those are really solid all court paddles, I would check that out.
Yeah, that for sure.
Any other ones that you saw besides those that stood out?
Uh, yeah, I was trying to think like in the terms of what are like the best ones in terms of recent powder releases, but I think the best one I could think of is like we already mentioned, it was the Vatic
Yeah,
Pro one, so with the Vsauce.
yeah,
So I think that's probably my like favorite Black Friday deal, right? Even though it's like such a small discount, but the paddle itself was already so
yeah.
cheap.
But you stack it up, you get two for 160. I mean,
Yeah,
dang, that's pretty. That's pretty good. Two for
yeah,
160. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised some of these that are so popular even did Black Friday sales. So you know, pretty good. But then of course you have stuff like you knew the boomstick wasn't getting any Black Friday sales. You
yeah.
don't price your paddle at $333 and give a Black Friday sale. So nothing there. All right. We'll move on. We'll just keep that one quick, just so as we know you want to eat your food, get your deals the next day, right? It's just what we want to do. All right, so in the news, presented by Centerline Athletics, we've been wearing their stuff for a while now. I've been loving this long sleeve hoodie. Like that's actually probably one of my favorite things in the fall weather. I know David loves his hoodies. Uh, the light breathability of the shirts. Like I've pretty much been rotating through all my t-shirts from Centerline as I go play, just because it feels so light. Uh, it it's like I'm out there with no shirt on, so I love the Airlight technology that they have in there, and 40% off for the Black Friday sales and going for a week long. So I mean, probably the best time to pick up Centerline clothing. They got the joggers and the track pants too. David's been fighting MMA in those, so you
Yep.
know that they are legit. That's all I have for on that Centerline stuff. But in the news, I've been hearing some rumors on Duper, and then Duper did an AMA on Reddit too, which I don't think really went
Oops.
that well for them. I was like, this is an interesting time for Duper to be doing the AMA. You're not really gaining fans. But I guess they've rolled it out to some people. They didn't roll it out to me because I went and checked. I didn't really go on there too much lately because, I mean, it's just like if you're not doing anything in tournament wise, there's really not any reason to go on there.
Yeah.
And I guess they're what would you say? They're making it behind a paywall to look people up. So
Mhm.
you're gonna have to pay for the subscription to look other people up on Tuber. I don't know. I don't. I guess you could maybe get around it if you're like you could, obviously you can see in your match history. You could still see those people's Tubers, but you can't go look up individual players. They didn't roll that out to everyone yet, so maybe they're just kind of testing it. And then on their AMA, they were just getting so so much criticism for their huge ads that pop up right when you open the app. Like, so I don't know what that means. I did hear some interesting arguments, like in other sports. Most of the time, you have to pay for a rating. Like I did do bowling too, so I mean, like I understand like you paid like $50 or $60 to like bowl in leagues. So maybe that's the way they go. I guess they would need buy-in from like pickleball tournaments, which is owned by, I don't know what the structure is, but I know it's like PPA, UPA, whatever. So
Mhm.
maybe they could get buy-in from that and give PPA a cut. But I think charging like a monthly subscription fee is probably not going to get the job done right now. But what do you think, David? Are you paying for that subscription, or you're like, I don't really care, like whatever?
I actually forgot my Duper password. I should try
there,
to log on
there you
and
go.
you're
David's not
because
paying.
yeah, 'cause you were telling me like about like the show notes, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
let me check if I got it. And then I realized, you know what happens? Like you don't log in for an app for a long time, you, like lose the
Oh,
permissions. So
yeah.
I was like, I don't even know the password anymore. So I just yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't like you said, I don't play tournaments, so my rating has fallen probably. Last I checked, it was like a 4.2, and my reliability score is like under a 5. So I know for the nerdy tourney, like me and Asian Matt had the lowest reliability score because he didn't even have a duper. I think he had
Mm,
like maybe one duper match. So we actually had like one of the lowest combined dupers and like reliability scores. So I don't put too much trust in duper. So because of that,
yeah.
I I just kind of play for fun.
Fine. That was a long way to say he's not signing up for your
Yeah. Yep. I'm
subscription.
not signing up for it.
No, it will be interesting to see what they do. I mean, they have to have a rating system, right? Like there has to be some type of rating system to handle all the amateur stuff. I mean, I guess it could be self-rated. I don't know, but
Yeah,
we'll
because
we'll
I
see
get
what
it for
happens.
like for facilities because it is tough to just have like a random person show up and like, hey,
Hmm.
sorry, you can't come in here. This is like for a certain duper. And usually for me, I have to like send my channel to people and be like, hey, can I come? I know my duper is in 4 or 5, but can I still come play?
Just look at the channel. You can see my gameplay. Tell me if that's acceptable.
Yeah, I only
That's
clip the good
funny.
part, so it makes me look better.
Yeah, I mean, we know how it goes.
Yeah.
You can't highlight all your errors. I mean, just
Hmm.
nobody would do that. Yeah, so interesting stuff there. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I'll have to go read through more of that AMA because when I looked in, there's like 5 hours in, they weren't really answering that many questions. So maybe they answered a little bit more by now. And then I think we're good there. And then moving on to David's question of the week, presented by Tip Toppers here.
Yeah, that's the hat with the removable figurines, so they're actually kind of clipped on here by a magnet. They do have a patent for it, and I believe for the holiday season they're gonna have some seasonal figurines come out. So stay tuned for that. But for this week's question, gonna be kind of a simple one. But hey, Jacob, do you have a lot of paddles at your house that you don't use?
A lot of paddles? Why, yes, I do. I do have a lot of paddles.
Yeah, because I'm in the same boat as you, and I was thinking, well, how about we give some away to our viewers? Maybe one paddle every podcast episode for the end of the year. What are your thoughts on that?
That sounds like an excellent idea, David. And I did promise a paddle from last episode already, so that's almost like a month and a half of giveaways. And I do owe that. I'll have to go back through the comments because I didn't pick one yet. So looks like we'll be doing a double announcement next episode,
Okay.
which should be, well, no, I guess it won't be next episode because I was going to, maybe, we'll see. We're still working out when our paddle award video is because I was thinking we're going to record it in person, but now I'm remembering we also have next week. So I don't know. We'll see. But either way, next episode, we'll announce 2 winners. What would the comments have to be this week, David?
I didn't think this far ahead, but let's start
It could be
thinking.
Thanksgiving
Uh,
related,
oh
like
yeah, yes,
best
you should think
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving.
story, most creative Thanksgiving food that you wouldn't think tastes good. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Or we could do a favorite recipe.
I like it. Favorite recipe for things. I guess it doesn't have to be for Thanksgiving, but I mean,
Yeah, we
it
could keep it
should be.
Thanksgiving
It should
related.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should be.
yeah.
It should be. Okay, so best Thanksgiving recipe in the comments, and I'm sure David can give you a couple different paddles to select from. I've been organizing my stuff lately, and man, you forget all the stuff that comes in, and it's like it really piles up after a while.
Yeah. But just
So,
to clarify, these are going to be our older review paddles, the ones that we've done reviews on them. They're
mhm.
slightly used. I'll try and clean the my impeccable dust pattern off for you guys before I ship it over. But I do have quite a bit, and since it is used paddle, I'll give a few options to whoever the winners are every week.
Yeah, yeah. People came. You guys came through very very well last week with the categories and the nominations.
Yeah.
I, one category I'm having trouble with, which I need to like look through more, is like best design because that's one just I haven't really been thinking about.
Yeah. I saw the
I'm
spreadsheet. Like both of us are blank on that one for
yeah, I
nominations.
need to go. We need some more nominations for best design because that was the one for some reason it wasn't popping out to me. Like I didn't even put down the nomination because I was like I just didn't know yet. So that one I got to look at more.
Was last
But
year's the Neonic Swift? I feel like had to be that one. It's
uh,
like that blue gradient edge guard. I
I know. I
think
think
that's what
that
it
was
was.
yours. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that
that's
was
mine.
yours.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was mine or not, but that was definitely nice. I really liked the shapeshifter last year, so I don't know if I said that or not, but it would have been up there for me. I can't remember. But there's some interesting options this year. I wouldn't say there was anything too flashy this year that stood out, but more on the like sleeker design this year. So,
Okay.
but maybe I'm wrong. I gotta start looking through the pictures and see. So we'll see. Maybe there is something that I'm like, oh, that's the winner for sure.
Yes. Spoiler alert, it is not the J4K if you're asking.
That may or may not be a nomination for worst design.
Yeah.
It it is. That's a spoiler alert. It's I don't know if it's gonna win because that's just really the shape is the worst design. I wouldn't say it's the worst coloring. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. It could win. Never counted out of the race.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on that, David?
No, that was it.
All right. Let's go to the paddle of the week, which is presented by Bodhi Pickleball. They make some amazing grips. Right here, I got a dry grip for some reason right there on the desk. Tacky grips, weighted tape, some nice performance socks with grippy socks now too, and they're having a 25% off Black Friday sales. So BF25, go check that out if you're looking for any pickleball accessories at bodipickleball.com. So the paddle that I wanted to talk about today, really the only new paddle that has arrived recently for me, and we do have, before I get into the Revolin Roya, I guess we do have some other new paddles coming out soon. We have the Spartus P1, and then the Coral, which all this stuff I haven't hit with yet, but other stuff's coming. But the Revolin Roya, which, I mean, look at, this was a very unique paddle, and it's interesting. It feels kind of sticky. Would you say it's like sticky almost? Like,
Yeah,
I don't,
you feel like there's like residue that's left on your
yeah.
finger after you like run through it.
And let me pull this up real quick, which I went to pull up and then I got distracted. So let me search this. But yeah, I played with it today. I think I need some more time. I have not been playing wide bodies lately, so this just like playing with the wide body alone was a little bit difficult for me as I've been playing with elongated hybrids and just not used to the lack of reach. But this one is a large cell, low density core, so I'm assuming 10 millimeter cell size.
Yeah.
And this is I don't even know what this means. Proprietary helicoid with Bioflex surface. So they've had the Bioflex before. I assume this, the helicoid is new. They did show us, I believe, this, at least this facing when we were at Beer City. They were there,
Yeah.
and we talked to the owner. I believe this was like the exact same facing. I don't know if it's the same paddle. And then they have a thing called Terragrit, which is a ceramic texture. So that must be what we're feeling. That's kind of stickier, is that ceramic texture for their grit.
Mm.
I believe all of that stuff is the first. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone doing ceramic texture or the Bioflax and helicoid stuff, 3D printed handle. So I like the feel of this paddle. If I were just giving you, my very first impressions, it was like an in between, stiff slash soft. It wasn't really leaning either. Uh, some decent dwell time, and I'll have to get a better feel for the spin. The power was more of like an all core, not too poppy. And then I didn't get the swing weight on it, but I would say it was like 112-ish to 114. It wasn't a super lightweight wide body. Um, but yeah, I need to take it out with another wide body because I wasn't used to wide bodies lately, and it's interesting, right? Like it's definitely going to catch some attention on the court. People might ask you if it's a wood paddle. Uh, don't think there's any other brown paddles out there. It looks, it shines really nice in the light, in the sun. Yeah, you haven't got it. Did you get a chance to play this yet, David? Okay,
No, I kind of just swung it around, and
okay.
like you said, it seems a bit on the heavier end. I didn't run any numbers on it, but you notice you can actually take the sticker off.
Yeah, you know what? Someone asked me today. They're like, "Hey, can you take that sticker off?" And they peeled it back a little bit. Um, and yeah, it's USA Pickleball approved.
I'm
So
kind of curious because why they have. I don't know if it just kind of shift with it, because it still says "Made in USA" on the paddle, like
yeah,
right above it.
yeah. I guess they're just, maybe they're watching out for those tariffs. I don't know. I don't really know.
Yeah,
Not sure. But
I'll put mine on back on for now.
yeah,
Yeah,
leave it
good
on.
as
Yeah,
new.
so that's an interesting one. I believe they're only making this in wide body right now.
Yeah,
And they have one with a shorter handle, I think 5 inch, and then they have the 5.5 inch handle, which I have. You got the 5.5, right?
yeah, I got the 5.5.
The longer handle. Okay,
Yeah,
I figured you would get the longer handle.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I don't know if they're. I assume they're gonna make it in their elongated shape. I mean, I don't know why they want it
I think
unless
they did because
it's
I
too
I asked
heavy.
for that one. They said they just didn't have it yet.
Yeah, I think the problem could be is with how high of a swing weight their wide body. Maybe their elongated was too heavy with all the stuff they have going on. Maybe the ceramic coating just adds some weight to it. I don't know.
Could be.
And it looks like the price point on these are going to be $234.99. So yeah, I mean, and they're not marketing this as like I think a top end power paddle, because even when they have the specs where they put like power and they don't max out the power, so it's interesting, right? I mean, I hear some different things. Like I do see comments. People are like, "Oh, stop talking about power paddles." Like some people don't want power paddles. So,
Mm.
they do have their average swing weight. They say is 111, 7.14 twist weight for this Roya long handle wide body.
Okay.
I'd have to measure mine, but would say it was slightly higher than that 111, which is fine. There's ranges to these things, and yeah, named after Isle Royale in Michigan. Okay. There you go. More to come on that. over the break, we'll see how much I get to play over Thanksgiving. Definitely need to work off that food because David and I are about to go pretty hard at the table. Like we're not going to leave anything behind.
Hmm.
um, and then I guess last thing, paddle selections for this tournament. Like, should we match? Does it matter? Um, what have you been playing with?
Uh, I guess I can do a sneak peek, and like a slightly soft launch of this, but
Soft
I
launch, okay.
yeah, no, I did do I think I mentioned a few episodes back that I was kind of working on a small surprise with John from Speak Pickleball, and so he actually helped me build a website, and I recently did a quiet launch of that. I haven't really, really posted about it yet, but
Didn't even
I
tell
do
me.
have, yeah, I didn't tell you. I was I know I'm just like at that point where it's like I launched it and then I'm also just like I don't know if I really like how it looks. I still kind of want to edit it a bit more, but
Okay.
uh basically I do have like a blog on there. So like I have my reviews, I have my like database, I've got like links and stuff. But one of the things I wanted the website for was like text updates to be a bit quicker and like some content. And so one of them, the what I've been recently doing is just like talking about like each play session and how I've been feeling. And so most recent blog posts have been about searching for a tournament paddle that I'm going to be bringing to Michigan.
Okay.
And I think right now the top runner is going to be the J6NF. You guys can like read more about that in like detail on the website, but long story short, I just haven't been able to play too much recently, and because of that, like I just don't feel comfortable with like a top end power paddle. Like I was just trying to play with the Loco, and I just couldn't like dial it in, and I just wanted something like softer. And so yeah, there's like a whole like post about me testing out like Gen 2s. Like I even went to like a core shapeshifter in there. Like I was like so scared, like, oh man, I don't want to like play really badly, but I need to like dial in my mechanics just because I've been so rusty. But right now, the top runner for me is going to be the J6NF. I've decided I want to stay elongated, and I still want more power than a Gen 2. So this is the current top runner right now.
Okay. I mean, I think the J6NF is kind of underrated. I mean, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about it, and I don't think the power is really that far off. I mean, it's definitely less powerful than, like a boomstick, the Opal, but the power is really not too far off where when you're getting the full swings, like my drives are ripping with it. And that's been in my bag. I've been rotating between the J6NF, the Enhanced Duo, the local hybrid, which I've already played a couple of tournaments with, and then the Gearbox GX2 power hybrid. I've just kind of been like going through those four. I mean, I like them all, but I was just kind of I'm trying to see like objectively which one I'm actually performing better with, and I think it has been the J6NF so far. And I mean, if you're already going to play with it, maybe I just give it a try in a tournament with you so we can match. I mean, I don't I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how important it is to match paddles, but why not if I'm already, playing with it, and that could be my decision point. But and I've been playing with some weight on it. I don't even know how many grams in they. I have like some kind of coin on the bottom, like maybe like I want to actually say that one's 18 grams, which might be too much. And then I have like 6 grams on the sides. But I've been loving it. What I really like about it is, like you said, it's a little softer than the Loco and not as much pop. I think that's like the key difference is like I know I can reset and I can control the dinks a lot better without it being as poppy, but the power is really not that far away from like the top end power, which is
Okay.
more of what I care about. So, yeah, we'll see. That's cool. I'll have to go check out your blog posts. I didn't know you were blogging. I'll have to go read them and
I
then
mean, you're
troll
in
you in the
there. There's like,
comments.
I do have one where it's like, this is why I deserve a raise, but I don't, waiting for you to read that post.
I'm gonna go troll you in the comments. That's all I want to do.
If I figure out how to let people comment,
Oh, you
we'll see.
can't comment yet? Okay. I'm
It's
gonna
it's
take
still pretty bare
screenshots,
bones, so it's
take
yeah, it's still like
screenshots
a
and
early
post on the
access.
pickleball
Yeah.
forums.
All right, that works too.
I wanted to talk about this real quick. This is a knee sleeve from Floky. You can Google around for any discounts. I don't have any discount right now. but I've been loving this knee sleeve. I use knee sleeves all the time. I've been using them for different ones for like 10, 12 years. I haven't found anything that I've truly loved because most of the time they fall down. I've just been using random Amazon brands, but this has been great because up here, this does not cut off your circulation, which has been the problem for me from some of the other compression brands. Like they usually have like a rubber ring that cuts off your circulation. This has not been sliding around, hasn't been falling off, and it's super lightweight, a lot lighter weight than like just the cheaper Amazon ones, and the support has been great. So I've been loving this. This has been a lot better for me than some of the cheaper options. This is like $54 or something on Floky. So I think if you were looking for a really good knee sleeve, I would check this out from someone that's been using them for since I was 18, so longer than 10 years. So check that out if you were looking for a knee sleeve. I don't know how many people that will help, but if it helps one person, I am happy because I know how much of a pain in the ass knee sleeves are that don't work well. That's all I have, David. Anything else? Any final shout outs? You think about the shout out?
I guess I just shut out my wife so I don't get in trouble, right?
Let's go. Shout out to David's wife.
Yeah.
She's coming too, right?
Oh no, she's not coming. It's just gonna be me.
No, just David. All right, we just got David. That's it. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. Everyone, have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. David, you gonna do the turkey sound?
Gobble. Is it gobble gobble? Yeah, gobble gobble. Gobble gobble.